Give me just 10 minutes, and I'll rewire the way your brain thinks about studying. Not motivate you, not inspire you. I'm talking about forcing your brain into the mindset of a top student, the kind of person who doesn't try to study. They can't help but do it. Because here's a truth no one wants to say out loud. The difference between an average student and a top student isn't intelligence, it's conditioning. The top student's mind has been trained, like a soldier, to crave the very thing everyone else avoids. Focus, discipline, learning. You think they were born that way? Number. They programmed themselves to act differently when the rest of the world got lazy. And that's exactly what you're about to do in the next 10 minutes. See, your mind isn't loyal to you, it's loyal to its habits. Right now, when you sit down to study, your brain doesn't see growth. It sees pain. It connects studying with stress, pressure, boredom, and guilt. That's why you scroll instead of study. That's why you promise yourself you'll start tomorrow. Because your brain has made learning feel like punishment. But here's the dark secret top students understand. The brain doesn't care what it's addicted to, only that it's addicted to something. They replaced the dopamine they got from distractions with the dopamine of mastery. They tricked their brain into enjoying focus. And once you do that, you don't need motivation anymore, because you'll crave the grind the same way others crave comfort. And that's where this video comes in. For the next few minutes, I'm not going to tell you to believe in yourself or just work hard. Number, I'm going to manipulate your brain the same way high performers manipulate theirs, until your mind literally hates wasting time and loves sitting down to study. So, if you're ready to rewire your psychology, destroy the part of you that procrastinates, and rebuild yourself into someone who studies because it feels unfairly natural, then stay right here. Because by the end of this, you won't be forcing yourself to study. Your brain will be forcing you. 1. Destroy the comfort circuit. Let's start with something uncomfortable, because that's exactly where transformation begins. Your brain is a machine built for survival, not success. It doesn't care if you get good grades or not. It only cares about conserving energy. And studying, to the untrained mind, feels like a threat. It's energy draining. It's uncertain. It's uncomfortable. That's why your brain whispers those harmless little thoughts. Let's just take a break. You'll do it after dinner. You deserve rest. That's not laziness. That's your primitive brain trying to protect you. But here's the secret the top students know. Comfort is not protection. It's poison. Every time you choose comfort, your brain gets rewarded with dopamine. You reinforce that weakness. So they do the opposite. They weaponize discomfort. They sit down to study, even when it feels painful, because they know that the brain adapts. The moment you associate effort with reward, your neural circuits shift. You start to crave the process, not escape it. So here's what you do. Next time you feel that resistance, that voice telling you to stop, don't fight it. Observe it, feel it, and then study through it. Because that's the exact moment your brain begins to flip its wiring. That's where your transformation begins. Not when it's easy, but when it's hard and you keep going anyway. 2. The dopamine switch. Let's be brutally honest. Your brain is addicted. Not to studying, not to discipline, but to instant hits of dopamine. Scrolls, texts, quick YouTube shorts. Small, meaningless rewards that destroy your ability to focus deeply. And once your brain gets used to that constant sugar rush of stimulation, reading a single paragraph of a textbook feels like torture. So, how do you fix it? You don't quit dopamine, you redirect it. Top students don't avoid dopamine. They reprogram it. They make learning itself their new source of satisfaction. When they solve a problem, understand a concept, or finish a chapter, they celebrate it, not by scrolling, but by allowing their brain to feel good about it. They create small spikes of reward inside the process itself. This is how it works. Every time you study, you need to consciously notice the moment of progress. Say to yourself, "That made sense," or That felt good. Because each time you do that, your brain releases dopamine, not from distraction, but from learning. You're training it to find pleasure and focus. And the more it happens, the more studying becomes addictive. You see, this is how high performers build obsession. It's not willpower, it's chemistry. They've hacked the reward system that controls everyone else. 3. Mental triggers of top students. Here's another trick the best students use. They build psychological anchors. Their brain associates certain things with focus mode. For example, a specific desk setup, a playlist, a drink, or even a time of day. Over time, their brain learns, when this trigger happens, we study. It becomes automatic. That's why some people can't study anywhere except their desk. It's not superstition, it's neurological conditioning. So if you want to become unstoppable, build your own mental ritual, something you repeat every single time before studying. Light a candle, play one specific song, wear a certain hoodie. Make it your study identity. Because here's the psychology. The human brain loves predictability. When you repeat an action in a specific context, your brain links it to a specific state of mind. So the next time you light that candle or put on that hoodie, your brain instantly enters focus mode. Without resistance. You're not trying to study anymore. You've created a pattern so powerful, your brain studies automatically. That's what top students secretly do. 4. The ruthless elimination mindset average students try to add habits. New planners, new schedules, new methods. Top students? They remove distractions. See, success in studying isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but with full focus. If your brain is surrounded by clutter, notifications, tabs, music, people, it cannot enter deep work. And deep work is where real learning happens. It's where your brain stops memorizing and starts connecting. So the next time you study, eliminate everything that doesn't help you learn. Keep one goal in front of you, not 5. 1. Because focus is not about discipline, it's about environment. You can't expect your mind to focus when you live in a mental battlefield of distractions. Top students design their world to make studying the default option. When they sit down, their mind has no escape route, no phone, no noise, no comfort, just the work. That's why their progress seems supernatural. It's not. It's just pure, clean focus. 5. Study identity, the ultimate transformation. And finally, the point where everything changes. Identity. You can use tricks, timers, methods, but if your identity is still a student trying to study, you'll always be fighting resistance. Top students don't try to study. They see themselves as people who study. It's their identity, not their task. Think about it. When you see yourself as lazy or unmotivated, your brain behaves in alignment with that label. But the moment you convince yourself, emotionally, not just mentally, that you are a focused learner, your actions align automatically. So start saying it until it rewires you. I am a focused student. I am addicted to improvement. I am built to learn fast and remember deeply. Say it with belief. Because your brain doesn't respond to logic, it responds to repetition. Identity creates behavior, and behavior creates destiny. Once you see yourself as the type who learns no matter what, you'll realize studying doesn't feel forced anymore. It feels natural. So now, you've got 2 options. You can scroll away, let your brain slip back into comfort, and tell yourself, maybe tomorrow. Or you can realize what just happened here, your brain shifted. Because after watching this, you can't unsee how your mind actually works. You know it's been playing you. You know comfort has been stealing your focus. And once you see the manipulation, you either stay weak or you flip the game. The real question is, will you let your brain control you, or will you control it? Because the moment you decide, even silently, I'm done being average, something inside you changes forever. Tell me in the comments. Right now, what's the first thing you're going to rewire today? Your comfort? Your focus? Your identity? Because if you're still here, Your transformation has already begun, and deep down, you know it.